Waiting for my co-host. Waiting for my co-host. I should start scheduling my lives. I haven't done that in so long. I guess I should, huh? Well, our fawn finally stood up like a puppy, almost, and went around in a circle. I just finished eating salad. Okay, honey, it's okay. I'll still be here with nobody in my chat. I woke up today coughing and hacking. Oh my god. I think the worst kind of cough is one that comes from your stomach. It's horrible. There you are.
Carla,
Hello.
how you doing? The fawn stood up.
Pardon. Yeah, it stood up like
Oh, I'm
a
so
puppy
happy.
dog, and changed positions, and then it laid back down. Hi, chick.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad it has water. I just makes me sad. I mean, it's not eating. You know what
And
I mean?
yeah, makes me sad. We looked it up on the internet, and they said to just up to 48 hours to leave it, and if nobody comes for it, what scares me is we live next to a highway,
Yeah,
and there's big trucks that go by, but he hasn't. I call him Bambi. Hasn't tried to get up and move past that little spot he's in under the tree. So
well, I think a lot of time has gone by and his mom still hasn't come. So, are you gonna call
yeah,
someone today?
we're gonna call what is it?
Hi,
Um
chick.
we're gonna call somebody to come and get him because I mean we can't let him stay there forever.
No, no. I'll feel so much better after
Yeah, me
either his
too.
mother comes back or someone comes and gets him,
We
so he
figured
doesn't.
mother would come back last night, but she didn't. So um so we're gonna wait one more night, and then if she hasn't come back by tomorrow, I'm calling, or he's calling. One of us is calling. We've been keeping an eye on her. He put his GoPro out there to you know, hi freestyle, how you
I wish
doing?
you'd take a picture of it and put it on your community post.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
will.
see it.
Yeah, I will. Just lying. He looks so sweet and sad.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, his you know what a deer looks like.
Oh, I
They're
know.
so
And baby little
beautiful.
anythings are the most adorable thing ever. It just, I don't know, it just makes me feel so bad that it's just there by itself and little, it's a
Well,
newborn, right?
and we Googled why they would do that, and why a mother would leave their fawn like under a tree next to our house, and what they say is because they try to leave it somewhere where it's safe so it doesn't get you know
Hurt. Yeah.
hurt or attacked by other animals. So yeah, but he's
I hate,
been.
I hate to ask this question, Carla, but is it hunting season where you are?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
I
damn.
don't think it
Okay.
is. No, I don't think it is.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, I wonder if something happened during birth or something. I don't know. I have all
Well,
these questions
like
going
I
through my mind.
said, it's there's a highway right next to us. So, say the mother gave birth and then ran out into the highway and got hit by a car, we wouldn't know. It wouldn't even have to have been hit right next to our house. Maybe down the road or up the road. So, I'm
Well,
worried.
did you check to see if there's anything you can give the fawn for nourishment?
They said not to give it anything because
Okay.
in case the mother comes back, and it might further traumatize it because it's been there for, I don't know, it's going on 2 days now, but they said after 48 hours the mother should come back. So we're waiting, we're watching, we're paying attention.
Can you call this afternoon, not wait, make it go through another night, please?
No, 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 we're not that cruel.
No, I
But
just
just
don't want
things
it to
are
go through another night. If it's not there if the mother doesn't come back by the afternoon, maybe that's the time to call. I don't want it to go through another night
And we
on it.
even called his brother, who used to be a game warden. And he said the same thing: let the mother come back and get the baby. And so we let it go. We let it go one whole night. And I don't know how long you're supposed to let it go, but, anyways.
Well, I don't know. If it was me, I would be calling already.
Oh, I'm definitely going to call because I want to know what can be done. I'm not going to touch it because they say not to touch it. You know what I mean? Like, not to touch it with your bare hands, and if you do, to wear a mask and gloves because you don't know, what they have. So,
Well, and if the mom does come back and it since it can
yeah,
smell
yeah,
human on it, it might spook it
yeah.
even more.
And the mom won't come back if we're around. That's the thing. That's why we've tried to make ourselves scarce so that she feels safe enough to. I wish we could have seen the mother. I mean, I wish we could have seen what happened because we saw what happened, where when it was after, but we didn't see her give birth or anything. So I don't know. But yeah, after today, we'll
Well,
have
let
to.
me know what happens, Carla.
Oh, I will. I will. I definitely will. So that's the big update, everybody, in
Yeah.
case you're interested. So,
I was trying to watch the Karen Reed trial, and it's getting so frustrating because I see that fan more than I see anything else with the sidebars and everything. I've never watched a trial that has had so many sidebars. I think it's a world record. Crazy.
oh, I don't know. Jodi Arias' trial had a lot of sidebars. I don't know if you ever watched that
I
one.
did watch it, and I don't
This
rem
one has more.
oh my god. Yeah.
Is she guilty or innocent? I mean,
Well, from my perspective, and, I watched the first trial, I've been watching this trial. I just don't think I, there's so much reasonable doubt. If I was a juror, even just based on the prosecution's case, we're just now getting into the defense. But based on just the prosecution, there's too much reasonable doubt. I couldn't convict
yeah,
her
that's
of
what
anything.
Duty Ron and George Wallace, or whatever, whoever his sidekick is, they they think he's innocent or she's innocent. So
And
I haven't really been watching it, but
yeah. And the other thing that has turned me off so much, if I was sitting there as a juror and watching this judge sus- sustain every prosecution, well, I shouldn't say every, but 90% of the prosecution's objections, and then overruling 90% of the defense objections. It just, to me, it
That's
just screams bias and how she rolls her eyes. And do you know that she was, when someone, I can't remember who it was, asked for a sidebar, and you could hear her say asshole, like she was frustrated, and she goes, asshole. I'm like, God,
really
your mic is on, honey.
who?
No, I was saying the judge. I was
Oh.
like, be careful because your mic is right there. Even if you whisper it, we can still hear it. So,
Yeah,
anyway,
I've just watched it through Duty Ron. I've gone to his channel and watched, and
for the recaps, probably the best
yeah,
thing to
just
do,
for the
right?
recaps, because when I was into the Jodi Arias trial, I watched that from day to night. And I'm telling you, I got so into that trial that it just took up my whole day. So I didn't want to get into this one.
Yeah.
So I just get the recaps. That's it.
Probably the way to go, Carla, because it's almost getting annoying to watch just because all the interruptions, you know.
No, I can't stand that.
Yeah.
So how are you?
Doing good, doing good. I'm just
Okay.
gonna do all my household chores. We're gonna go to the beach again tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I spent my weekend working on a project that's taking more time than I ever wanted to spend on it, not to
Imagined.
mention killing a bunch of brain cells, but
Oh
I'm almost
well.
done.
When it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
And then you won't have to look back,
Nope.
seeing so much crap on here.
There was a lot to unpack. I'll just leave it at that. A lot to unpack.
Yeah, yeah. I getcha. I gotcha.
So you're still at your new house?
Yeah, we've been here since last Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've
What
been here
do
for.
you have a plan of when you're going to make your final move? Or
Don't
Carla?
know. We haven't even got all our furniture here yet. We got all our furniture in the other place. So not all, but most. But we still have a bunch of stuff to move. So, and we need help. Like, he's got brothers, and, we got a lot of help. We just haven't, he's just been working so much. He was working 7 days a week when we first got the house, which sucks.
And it's far from where you are from your new house, so hiring a mover would be really expensive. Well, they're
Well,
expensive anyways when it's local.
it's almost 4 hours, yeah, away. So we'll see. We might still do that, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I moved, the last time I moved, it wasn't maybe 3 miles down the road, and it
Oh,
cost
really?
me like, I don't know, $6,500 was ridiculous.
Did you use movers?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was still a pain in the ass. I hate moving.
Well, see, if we did it, I mean, going 3 hours, we'd probably have to pay almost $10,000 because
Yeah,
we have a lot of stuff. We have a
yeah,
lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we packed, but we still have a lot of stuff to go through and in the basement. And he's even got a motorcycle over there. So who knows? I don't know. I mean, I would like for my stuff to be here so I could stay here and,
yeah,
but then that wouldn't be fair to him because then he would go home by himself and then what,
yeah. You don't want to
you
do
know.
that.
So I wouldn't do that to him, but
Well, back in the day, if I moved, I would just go until I had everything in its place. And this
right,
last move, oh my God, it took me months to get it. Well, I downsized quite a bit, so I had to fit 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
right.
And I still have a 10 by 10 unit that we've been paying storage on for the last 2 years that I just need to go through it and get rid of this stuff.
Well, one good thing is that we paid cash for the house, so we have no mortgage. The only thing we have is, we have, the insurance and stuff, or the taxes.
Yeah.
I'm saying insurance. We paid all that, so it was good to have all that stuff paid. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so so we're just waiting to see what else
Well, and
is going to
plus you're
happen.
still having to pay rent on your old place,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
that's
that stinks.
that's what's costing us a month. That's almost $1,000 right there. So we got two places. The only thing is, my doctors are all in Pittsburgh, and I love my doctors. I just adore them, and I'm gonna have to find doctors here that I like just as much. Especially
Or
for
if since you're doing better, Carla, maybe you won't have to go as often and it might be worth it to take the trip for, if you
Yeah,
don't.
I know that. It's just my family doctors who
Oh, I say
I'm
your general doctor.
yeah, because I've had them for almost 20 years, and I'm gonna miss them. He
Yeah.
even said to me, because when he found out we were moving, he says, "I'm gonna miss you," because I'm always sick. But yeah, so I'm gonna miss them. But when you get comfortable with the doctor, and then you have to go to another doctor or whatever. I mean, I'm sure I'll find one that I'll like, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of things to think about: doctors, dentists, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're only like a mile away from Walmart. Walmart is like a mile from here, from our house. So
That's convenient. That's
very
why I like
convenient.
where we live. There is literally everything right around us.
But and then we live not too far from New York, which is the other way, and we're about 15 miles from there. And there's all the other stores there and restaurants and that. So
Did you say 15 or 50?
15, teen,
Oh,
1 5.
hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
nice.
it's not that.
How
Yeah, it's
far are
not
you
that
from
far.
Manhattan?
Oh, I don't know. We're quite a ways away from New York City,
Okay.
but New York State we're close to.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So.
Oh, don't forget
So.
to show me a picture of your little baby fawn.
Oh, I will. I'll go outside and take a picture as soon as we, finish this.
So, you
Um,
have any plans for the week?
Not that I know of. I got to find out when he's. Well, I only brought enough pills for a week, so we have to come back before next Friday because I brought enough for until next Friday. So, and he has to go back to work eventually. So, whenever he goes back to work, I'll be going with him. It's such a long drive, though.
Yeah. Do
No,
you know who the Universe Galaxy is, Carla?
no.
They're asking if they can join the panel. Who are
Let me
you?
see.
I've
Yeah,
never seen them either.
do I know you? It's probably Miller, because it sounds like a Star Trek thing.
I don't know.
Let me
Somewhere in a
see.
galaxy far, far away.
Yeah,
Can you check their channel?
I am trying to right now, but if on my phone,
I don't want to hit anything because I'll knock myself off.
if I check it from here, I'll be I'll boot myself off.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay,
I have my
and
iPad here. Let me see.
all
It's It's loading.
It's who?
It's my. It has 29.4 thousand subscribers and
Oh,
872 videos.
well, he sounds interesting. You want to come up?
Mm. They talk a lot about sports.
You talk a lot about sports. Hmm. Wait, I'm something I don't know nothing about. Oh shit! How does it say that? It says I have no connection.
I
I'm
hear you.
online, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
My phone isn't working.
Let
Ah,
me see if you're still alive.
huh. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see.
Yeah, you're still alive.
My phone says no connection. I don't know why it says that. You
Yeah,
will take that as a no. Well, see, the universe, I don't know you. And I'm really antsy about letting people on my panel that I don't know because of people that porn bomb and stuff. Not that you would do it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that usually people don't ask to come up on the panel. Usually people are asked, right? Am I right?
right? You never know.
I mean, it could be nice. Should I let
I'm
them
sure
up?
that they are. Yeah.
Okay.
You can drop
Um,
the link, Carla.
okay. We'll see. Copied. You can come up. Just behave yourself.
Johnny's like, oh boy.
Just do not porn bomb me.
We'll get.
I've been porn bombed before.
Mm.
Okay, I'll drop the link for you. Oh, what the heck? Oh, here we go. There. There you go.
Sun dancer.
Hey, Sun Dancer. How
Hi,
are ya?
honey.
Do you know the universe galaxy? Because I want to make sure they're a good person. But anyways, there's the link. The universe galaxy.
Mm. It's
If you
good
want
to
to
see
come
you,
up,
Sun
so
dancer. She's such a sweet
so.
lady.
Oh, she was in here. And remember about my fawn? Well, the fawn got up. Um, okay. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, thanks for taking my call, if it's a call.
It's not really a
Hello.
call. It's just I went live, but nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, no, I'm always amazed, like, because especially your page, you have lots of subscribers, so it's not like you have like 4 or 7. I'm always amazed, like, people will have a live stream and, they want their page to do well, make money and all that. And then someone like me, anyone will come to a show and say, hey, can I join? And they get kind of like, who is this guy? Do I know him? Should I let him on? All that. I'm always
Well,
amazed by that.
I
Do you
have a
know the
reason.
history of the community?
I have been porn bombed before. Someone came up that I didn't know, and before I knew it, they were showing things that people shouldn't see. Yeah.
No, I know.
So,
I've actually had my pages deleted multiple times because of prank callers. I learned the hard way. But
huh.
there's a way around that. Whenever you take a call from someone you don't know, you don't put their profile on the screen. You just
You put
change.
it down
Yeah, you just
below, and then you turn your camera on. So,
not no, that's yeah. You can just change the screen what shows. It doesn't have to show anyone's profile.
how
But
do
plus
I do
also,
that? I don't
you know,
even know how to do that.
I never, I used to use StreamYard, but because I was having those prank callers, I started using Restream, so I never figured out how to do it on StreamYard, but I've seen other people do it, so there is a way.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it too, but I just don't know how. So,
Yeah.
but it's
Plus,
nice to meet you.
you too. Plus, just for your own benefit, just assuming you're one of those people who wants your page to get more famous, make more money, have more.
No, that's not what she's about at
Yeah,
all.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really one of those ones that's goes up here and says, please link or please subscribe and don't forget to trust press the notification. But I've just never been on here for the money. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. So no, because you have over 2,000 subscribers. You're on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. But
I
I've been
just
on for quite a while, like 5 years soon.
Okay, so can I
Yeah.
ask you if you don't mind me asking? No, obviously, if you're not one of those people who wants to get money and fame and get subscribers and all that, I'm just wondering. This is not like a negative question; it's a regular question. What made you decide to even have YouTube and have you're getting subscribers and you're having strangers come here and all that? Why even do all this? Like go on YouTube, have
Well, I was on YouTube before I ever went live. I used to just watch certain videos. And then once I was watching other people go live, and I thought, God, then I started making videos, just videos, not going live, just making videos. And then one day I decided to go live, and so I was scared to death, but I did it, and that was about 5 years ago. And I actually went live every morning, didn't I? Behaving.
Yeah, it's just for fun, shoot the shit, whatever.
And there's a lot of people that I like on here. Hi, Carla Way, by the way I like your name.
Okay, so you wouldn't find it more fun, let's say, if you had like 100,000 subscribers?
Well, of course, but I don't run after it. You know what I mean? Um, how many subscribers do you have?
I didn't. It's been a while since I checked. I think last time I checked, your friend read it. I think it was like what 28,000
20,
or something.
yeah, 28,
Yeah.
3 or something like that.
Yeah, the key is
So
actually.
what is your channel about? Because I will subscribe to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but the key actually is not just the subscribers; it's how many clicks you get. That's where it's a big thing too, because you could have 100,000 subscribers and no one plays your videos, no one comes back, no one votes in the polls and all that. So the key is how many clicks you get, and I think if I last checked, I don't have it in front of me. If someone was saying, I think it's like over 28 million clicks. That's where you can get a lot of money and fame and all that. But to answer your question, what my page is about, if you look at the videos, it'll just show you sports. So NBA particularly, baseball particularly. But when I do live streams like you guys, I go over all kinds of topics. In fact, if I told you all the topics, you might start hanging up on me, just to give you an idea. But I basically go over all kinds of topics.
There isn't much that would shock us.
Yeah, really. We were in the.
I could tell you
we
after
were in-
calling so many shows, a lot of people will say that, and then when I tell them my topics, which I won't do right now, I'm not planning to, but they'll actually start questioning me and hanging up on me.
Well, I can't remember what I was going to say.
About what goes on in this community.
out of my. Hi, Ginger Locks.
Ginger Locks, long time no
Hi,
see.
sweetheart. Yeah. Meet the what's your name?
I go by the name of my page. I purposely don't tell people like my personal info,
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So can I just call you Galaxy for short?
If you'd like to, sure.
Okay.
I never tell people what to call me. They actually call these names on their own because it's the name of the page. I just personally don't go around. Like even when I make a video, I'll go, "Hi, I'm the person who made the page." I don't even give any name at all.
You're the masked streamer.
Not even that. Just the I don't want to give personal information to people I don't know on the internet streamer.
That's very smart of you.
Yeah, people just give all kinds of information. I actually think I've met people. I'm not 100% sure. I think I've met people who know about my page, but I don't tell them, hey, it's me. I think they just seem like people I know, because once they find out who you are, especially if they disagree with you on something, people they think all kinds of dumb things and they act and all kinds of.
Oh, there's some nasty people on here.
Yeah, no, of course, no doubt. Yeah.
Very nasty.
Yeah, exactly. I've debated for a long time if I should tell. Like, I think I can't prove this. I think if I were to go on camera, I think I would get tons more subscribers. I don't know for sure, but then there's like the other side of it. Well, now people know who you are.
Right. You know why my phone wasn't working?
Why?
I had safety mode on. I didn't even know I had that. Oh, goodness. So that didn't let me go on it didn't let me go on not YouTube, but it didn't let me go on the internet for some reason. I don't even know what that is.
Well, I put the link to your channel in the chat, so if people want to sub up.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. In fact, since you were nice enough to do that, I'll just put it out there. If anybody wants to go on my program for pretty much any topic, I'm not going to say any topic. Like if you start saying you love Adolf Hitler, I'm not going to put you on, for example. That kind of topic I won't put you on. But
I
pretty
think
much,
I'll subscribe to you so that and put my your notifications up.
thank
So
you, thank you. I think you'll be more interested if you guys were saying earlier, you girls were saying earlier, you're not into sports. So I think you'll like my live streams. My live stream is where it goes into all kinds of topics. So again, if anyone's listening, if you'd like to bring up a topic, if you disagree on something or you want to ask questions, whatever, you're welcome to come on my show.
oh, cool.
So can
Well, it's
you give
always
us some
nice.
examples of the different topics you talk about other than sports?
Uh, yeah, I could. I just know what's gonna happen. Okay, look. Like I said earlier, there's a chance after I tell you, you're just gonna think I'm strange and hang up on me. There's a very good chance. I call into a lot of shows. How about this? Let's do this. Why don't I start with some topics that you may not care about and see how it goes? And then if I get the feeling, okay, they're pretty open-minded, I'll keep it going. And if I get the feeling you're not, I won't even bother telling you the ones that you may not like. Is that good? Is that fair?
We can start there.
Okay. The first one you probably won't care about. You don't have to like sports or basketball or the NBA and so on, but I'll make it interesting. The first one is Michael Jordan fans are the worst sports fans of all time.
Because
Many reasons. It's not one reason. If I go into the reason, it'll take time. But just to give you an idea, even if you say, hey, look, we don't care about Michael Jordan, the NBA, basketball, and all that, it's still an interesting topic because think of any group of people in the world that you know are questionable. You don't have to tell me the group. Just think of any group you think they're zombies, they're a cult, they're strange, or whatever. That kind of thing happens with them. That's how the topic gets interesting. Because even if you're not into the again, NBA, sports, Michael Jordan, basketball, you will still find the topic interesting.
I know, but that's sports. Tell me something that you talk about that's non-sports, because
Okay,
I
sure.
can't relate.
No, sure,
Hi,
no,
Shauna.
sure. The next one will be here's where it's going to get more and more. Let's see how you guys react. I have come to the conclusion, based on many things, that Republicans are worse than Democrats.
You can hang up now, Carla.
See?
why?
Sorry,
Why is that? Do you
now
have
that
a
I heard you
reason?
say that, I'm not going to bother even telling you the next two topics I have. But now I got my clue, and that's where I'm going to make sure it stays on those two topics, nothing else.
Oh dear.
Just
Mm.
to give you an idea, when I debate people, to give you an idea, like
Feeling
what
better, Shauna. Thank you for asking.
This is what I don't do. I don't debate certain
Oh,
topics publicly, like religion or politics, because it's just a no-win situation. You're not going to
actually,
change anyone's mind.
actually, I disagree with that. There's
Mm,
actually more to it than that. There's more to it.
the best have tried to change mine. So,
I learned a long time ago when you debate people on a serious topic, not like a fun topic like what's your favorite movie or hey, what's your favorite color or what's your favorite donut or whatever. When you debate people on serious topics, try not to debate them on their guesses, beliefs, assumptions, and opinions because no one's gonna be right or wrong. If you start debating those things, you might as well debate what's a better color, blue or green, and there's no one who's right or wrong. So, what I've learned over the years is whenever you debate someone on a serious topic, stick to two things, only two things, and you'll get a lot of answers. And the two things are this: what are the facts? And then the second thing, are you being the other person you're debating? Is that person being consistent? If you stick to facts and consistency, you will get lots of answers. Not everything, you won't get all the answers to everything in life, but you'll get lots of answers.
I can see that happening with many, many subjects, but I don't see that ever happening when it comes to the differences that people feel between the Democrat and the Republican Party, or religion for that matter.
Yeah, religion, you won't be able to prove everything factually. But what you can do is you can ask people if they're being consistent. I would give examples, but I know you're not into it, so I won't even bother. Even on politics, you're not going to convince everyone on everything because not everything can be factually proven. But what you can do is on certain topics, ask yourself, is this factually true? And then, is the other person being consistent? I assure you, you will get lots of answers. This is one of the reasons, just so you know, I bring up these topics. It's not to convince people, hey, I'm right and you're wrong. I'm fascinated by people who act like they have it all figured out and they know what's up, and then they either can't prove it factually or they're not even consistent with their own take.
But if I can say that, it sounds like you think you have it all figured out.
No, if I did, I would debate every topic. I don't
I
debate
know,
every.
but the statement that Democrats are worse, or Republicans are worse than Democrats, that statement alone makes me think that you have it all figured out.
And since you came to that conclusion, that sounds like you got it all figured out.
No, no, I didn't say that Republicans are better than Democrats. You said Republicans are worse than Democrats.
But you don't know my argument. Fair, you don't know my arguments.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't even really want to go there.
All right.
I was just making a point on something that you said.
No, I understand. I'm just following up to it. There is an answer for everything. There is an answer. I assure you, I don't go around saying, hey, I'm right, you're wrong.
I know, but don't you think all those answers are individual based on someone's own thoughts and beliefs? And
it depends. It depends. There are some things, like I said earlier, you can't prove anyone right or wrong. It's a belief, assumption, guess, or opinion. But as I said earlier, there are some parts that you can factually prove, and you can ask people, are you being consistent? And again, I'd give you examples, but I know you're not interested, so I won't even bother doing it.
it's not that I'm not interested. You're giving me your point of view, and I'm giving you my point of view, and you're saying I'm not interested.
Well, I thought you were not. You were saying you're not interested in these topics.
Well, I'm not interested in debating it publicly. I have conversations in real life with people that are in front of me that, even though I know that they don't think the same way that I think, I'm willing to listen to their point of view. And if what they say I feel is valid and right, then they can change my mind on something. I'm not so stubborn or set in my ways that I'm not willing to listen to somebody.
No, I know. No, I wasn't saying any of that. I was going by the part you said a few minutes ago. Like you were basically showing that you're not interested in getting into these topics like online.
Not online with people that I don't know. I mean, I think that's silly, personally.
That's what I was saying. That's all I was referring to. I was following up to that part. I was not saying what you do offline and all that.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, that's the beauty of YouTube. There's something for everybody, and if you're into debating that sort of thing, you're the place to go for that topic.
For me, like I said earlier, it's not about a particular topic. I'm just fascinated by people. Again, it could be Michael Jordan fans, it could be Democrats versus Republicans, and the other topics which I didn't tell you. I'm fascinated by humans who will act like I have got it figured out. I've done the research. You're wrong, and you don't know anything. But then they are either denying facts or not being consistent. My point is to make people think: are you being factual and are you being consistent? That's all it is. I'm trying to show people that they're not doing those things. Again, I could give examples, but it seems like you're not interested, which I understand.
Well, I mean, if I believe in something, I base it off of fact. I just don't believe something because my parents believe that or my husband believes that. I do the research for myself and come to my own conclusions, which I believe are based on facts.
Then if you got the facts, I'm on your side.
Good.
But
We agree.
I just want to point out, not to nitpick, but just as like one of the things I bring up, when you say I believe things based on facts, then it wouldn't be a belief. You would say I know things based on facts. I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking, but it's important to establish with people what is factually true and what is a belief. Because if you go by beliefs, you can just believe anything you want. You can just say I believe there's a zebra in the sky and he supports Joe Biden. Well, you can't prove it, so what's the point of believing it?
Okay, I feel like we're going around in circles at this point. Scott, I'm glad to see you. I would love to have a conversation with you.
Let's do it then.
I like
You want to
listening
have a
to
conversation?
conversations.
Let's have a conversation. Would you like to have that? I thought you weren't interested in.
No,
Phil, it is
I
someone
was
named
I don't think
addressing.
I
Galaxy.
don't think we're going in a
What's
circle.
your
I think
channel? What's
I
your
think
channel again?
the universe
Galaxy.
galaxy. Yeah, the universe galaxy.
Yeah.
A galaxy far, far away.
Far,
I
far away.
actually don't think we're going in a circle. I think you made your points. I'm following up to them.
I know, but you're just repeating
Uh,
what was said before.
but I'm again following up to your points. You're repeating your points.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking with you.
Oh, okay. You too. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. I can see you're annoyed. Thanks for giving me your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.
Don't be emotional.
I'm not. Don't worry. I'm good. Oh, God.
Hi, Scott.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, well, he was okay. I mean, he had his
I don't know. I think when you come to a panel and we don't know you and you don't know us, and I'm trying to express to you that there's two subjects I don't talk about online. Um, those are politics and religion, because everyone has their own beliefs and it causes nothing but problems. So, but when you insist on making a point about it over and over and over, I don't get it.
Mm.
Scott, are you
Well,
still here?
at least he didn't porn bomb me.
Oh, God.
That's all I care about. Oh.
I wasn't trying to be rude, Carla. It's
No,
just,
I
it was
know, I
kind of
know.
weird. That's all.
I know. I didn't see what the point was. I mean, that's why I didn't had nothing to say because so I have 2,000 subscribers and would I like to have 100,000? Well, who wouldn't?
no,
But,
who
you know,
cares? I mean, that isn't
but
even why you're
I've
here.
never been one that like went out of my way to, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, in my experience and what I've seen people do is they'll see someone's live and they'll go in and we do just what we did, drop their link, hope they get more subscribers. So you're welcome.
right. But I don't. That's the thing. I've never done that. I've never
No.
said, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button. First of all, I would forget. Hi, Evelyn.
Hi,
I would
Evelyn.
forget
That's right,
every time.
Sundancer.
I would
Can you
forget.
can you come up, Scott?
Yeah, Scott, come up. He wants to. I did put the. Oh,
Hi, Vigilum.
hi, Phil.
Big
How you
announcement.
doing?
No announcement.
We have no announcement. Oh, I
Happy
can't
Pride
get it out of
Month.
safety mode. Does anybody know how to get my hi, Laura?
Yes. Hi, Laura. How you doing, honey? How you
How
feeling?
how do I get my phone out of safety mode? I don't know how I put it in there, and it won't let me online.
What's the matter,
Oh,
Carla?
what's that?
What'd you say? What's the matter?
My phone is on safety mode, and I don't know how I did
Well,
that.
don't touch anything yet because you'll
No,
knock
I'm
yourself
not. My
out.
husband knows all about that, so I'll let him take a look at it.
Sorry if I'm causing racket in the background. Lola's playing with a toy.
You're okay. You're okay. I
Okay.
thought that was
Thank
Miller.
you, Galaxy, for your opinion. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Is Scott coming up?
Always, Scott. Always.
I don't know how how I put it on safety mode though. I don't know how to get it off. And that will be terrible.
It sounds like you're getting emotional. I'm good with it. You be good with it.
Yeah, she doesn't get annoyed. She's pretty easygoing.
Protesting.
You know,
I'm sorry if I offended you, Galaxy. It wasn't my intention. I just, as I said before, there's a couple of things that I don't care to discuss publicly, and I told you to give me an example of what you talk about other than sports, and then you started with the politics that
oh, that's a hot button issue.
that Republicans are worse than Democrats, and I told you then that I don't like to discuss that, and you kept on with it. So if you didn't go anywhere after that and you continue to talk about it after I repeatedly told you how I felt about it, that's on you want to put that on me? No.
Okay, let's all kiss and make up.
Love you, Galaxy. Mean it. Chick said you have to restart your phone to get it to go off of
I
that.
did that. Oh, who said that?
Chick.
Yeah, I did that though, and it didn't.
Is anyone backstage? Sorry, Carla, didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm right
Sorry.
here.
No,
Oh,
Scott's here.
oh, I didn't see him. Hi, Scott.
I use the side door.
I have the
I
chat
saw
on
you. I put you
StreamYards
up
and it
right away.
overlays. Scott,
Hmm.
I I haven't. I've been watching your lives. I haven't been chatting just because I don't want to cause any problems for you. And then I don't think it was your last live. I think it was the one before that you didn't want to be a pawn between some bullshit that was going on between a group of us. And I would never use you as a pawn for anything.
I'm
I
so
enjoy
glad to
going
hear
into your
that.
chat.
I didn't
Scott,
want
I
to
don't
pry.
think I've ever caused any trouble in your chat ever.
Well, and
If
as
saying
far
Well, there was
hello
that
to
one time
someone,
in 1983.
no, but saying hello to someone is causing problems. I don't. I've always been able to stick up for myself. So, you know,
and
I
I
was
want you
kind
to
of
oh,
offended that you used my name because I haven't done anything in your chat or to you. You know,
and I also want to say, Scott, that I had gone back to that live where I went up on panel that one day and just to check myself. And I honestly, before anything was really, Carla had said, I can't see what Samara says. She has me blocked. I don't, I don't play that game or something like that. And then Nanya's like, you don't play that game, huh? And then just a little back and forth there. I don't see how it's put all on us that we came in being passive aggressive. That's all. And it's just making me feel uncomfortable that like I had gone in there and Samara has me blocked so I can't see her, but I said hello and then I saw someone say goodbye to Samara. I'm not, I don't want to cause that friction in your chat. They've been around a lot longer than I have. And if you're gonna have people leave because I'm there, then I'll just watch after and not chat, or I'll catch
yeah,
it on restream, or you know what I mean. I just
Yeah,
want you to know
yeah,
that.
me too.
I get it. I just, when people come in, and obviously there's people who don't like each other at
But
times.
it just sounded like you were putting all the blame on us. Like we went in there specifically.
No, I didn't get that he was putting the blame all on us. He
I
said
did.
all four of us. If
But
that
we
was
didn't
how
do
I took it.
anything. All we did was say hello to each
Well,
other.
and I don't even know why it was addressed. I guess that's my question. Why was it addressed when it was and like that. Did I miss something?
No,
Okay, that's what.
I'm just stating my position that if when people come into my channel in the past and they've been not getting along,
Yeah.
I've kind of hesitated to express how how I feel about it. So I just wanted to let everyone know that if you come in, someone's not there, or someone's there that you don't like, um, that may happen. But I'm not going to be playing favorites.
And
So
I get that, but I have been in your chat since that whole
yeah,
thing happened, and I'm in there to say hello to people, to listen to what you have to say, to add thought to whatever you're saying in a respectful way. So I just didn't understand why that was said when it was said, but I get it. I get it. And I don't know if it had something to do with I I don't know the whole backstory, but evidently Dari made an announcement in another chat that she wasn't supporting your channel or something. I don't even know. And I don't know if that made you feel a certain way about. I was just trying to get
Hi,
clarification.
Evelyn. You want to come up, Evelyn? She says it was about her too. I don't know.
it wasn't about
I
her.
just felt like we didn't do anything wrong. I didn't anyways, and you put my name up there and I didn't appreciate it because I
Okay,
didn't
well,
do
I'm sorry.
anything. I didn't start a fight with anybody. I didn't, I didn't even talk to them. I may have said I'm blocked. I can't see what they're saying, but that's not starting a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. That's
That's
cool.
just a fact. I can't see what someone's saying. I can't see what someone's saying. That's all. It's no big deal. I mean, I can live
Yeah,
with that. And
yeah,
I
not a
would
biggie.
never ask you, I would never go on your platform and ask you to take my side over anybody else's side. I have my own platform, so why would I do that? Like just
I
to
Yeah,
think
have my
both
so
name.
Carla and I are trying to be respectful to you, Scott,
I get it.
and
Yeah,
not cause crap in your chat. That's
I get
exactly.
it.
all.
No, I just that yeah, the everyone has a platform thing. Is true. I've always thought that, but I like it. My thing is when people come in now and they have like you know arguments or they have like little jabs if that happens. I always want to know why. I'll start like asking like questions like why are you fighting. So I always want to get to not that I want to like have a resolution, but I'm curious about what makes people tick. So I'll ask questions like, okay, what's going on? Fill me in on why you two or three or 18 of you are fighting. I'm just curious about people's behavior.
Well, there's so much history there, Scott, that this is a whole damn live. Okay, I mean
Well,
it's.
I got time. Go ahead. Let me get comfy.
Yeah.
Start at the beginning.
Oh gosh.
I mean,
Well,
I've been around long enough to know some back and forth, and in my head, it's back and forth.
Yeah, but what you think you know, you may not really know.
But what
And
if
that's
what I
the
think I
problem
know
with.
is what you don't
yeah,
know that
they're
I know?
talking behind the scenes. You're
Exactly.
getting one side of a story. You're not getting, the whole story. So,
Oh, I'm getting opinions. I'm hearing opinions, but I'm not
mhm.
taking anything as
Hi,
fact.
sweet wheat. Love you, girl.
Yes, we wheat resolution.
Well, I'm not going to do that with you because
I'm not either.
I'm not trying to prove anything to you. You're going to feel about me the way you're going to feel about me, and if that's based on what someone has said to you about me, and if you have questions, you can always ask me. But I'm not going to put you
Hi,
in that
Andy
position.
Cruz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Carla's giving me her cough.
It's contagious.
I haven't gotten rid of it yet. This morning I woke up and I was coughing, when it comes from your belly.
Mm,
I swore I pulled the muscle in my stomach.
yeah.
But
You can do that
so
easily.
it was just I just wanted to know why. Like, I don't, or what I did, or what I we did to offend anybody in your chat. And to tell you to rest assured, I'm not going to go in your chat and start a fight with anybody,
Darn.
ever.
How will I
That's
build
why
my
I don't like
resolution
putting.
skills if no one fights my channel? Damn it. No, I'm kidding. No, I get it. I'm waiting for the big bombs to drop. I guess we're all curious. We've heard like, soon, I think we're all like building up the excitement. So I'm kind of waiting for all that to happen because that in itself will
I
answer
guess.
probably some of my, questions I might have. Like,
I think a lot of the questions will be answered.
And should be answered.
it's
You
been,
know,
I mean, to be honest, it's been built up. It's kind of been like hyped.
Well,
So
for one
I think
thing, okay, I didn't put it out there to start with. Carla alluded to it. I didn't intend on it, and I'm not trying to be mean, Carla, but I had no plans of alluding to anything. And then that happened, and so of course people are curious about it. And then I had my granddaughter for 2 weeks, and what I have to unpack a lot of stuff, so it takes time because I want to do it right. And if and I'm not going to put it out until it's right. But if I
no,
told you when it's going to happen, will that make you feel better?
no, it doesn't. It's not making me feel better. We're just discussing it. So I'm kind of like waiting for it to happen. But I, I hear the build up, and I'm like, here's the build up. It's
my
coming soon.
bad. Me and my big mouth. My bad.
It's
Well, to
like,
be honest with you, it's like
My
taking
fault.
far too much of my time that I didn't intend on it taking, and killing too many brain cells. So if I have to take breaks so that I'm not reliving all this bullshit, then that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't. Oh, let me just say it this way: I don't like that I have to do it, but I feel that I need to do it.
well, can I be really honest with you two ladies?
Yes, please.
Hmm.
Phil texts me in the middle of the night, wakes me up, and says, "When's this gonna happen? They said soon. When soon?" And I said, "I'm
Mm.
trying to sleep, you fool. Go away. Ask them." And then he like waits like 5 hours. He goes, "Hey, have you heard anything?" I said, "Have you heard anything?" So, it's really like Phil's really the problem, and I'm never the problem. So it just, yeah, I think it's Phil's problem.
Okay, let me just put it out there. Keep your calendar clear for Saturday, okay?
Man, hang on. Let me look at my
Hi,
This
Darnell. Hi,
Saturday.
Black Eagle. What?
This Saturday coming up,
Yeah.
I'm heading out to the lake and I'll be gone all weekend long.
Well, then you can check the
Oh,
the replay.
Oh no, we have internet out there. Never mind. Am I going to the
yeah, you
lake?
can watch it
Maybe
out
that's a
there.
lie. Who knows? Yeah. Okay.
The
Let me.
lake.
Behaven is going to have a concert with the weekend Saturday. Okay. Uh,
How'd
Saturday.
you know?
Well, two and two together. I'm trying. I'm trying true crime.
What's Samara scheduling what?
Oh, he's being a smartass, Carla.
Oh,
I get it.
he's being a smartass.
Phil, a smartass. Okay.
Galaxy, you let it go. We're not. We're
Hi,
not.
Cass.
But see, Cass, I said I was going to the lake. I didn't say the same like you're going to. You're the one that announced it. See, I'm never guilty.
I know, Sundancer. I really don't have any idea what's going on in this community either. I know what you're referring to, but you can tune in Saturday as well, and you'll get all caught up.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way. I'll put a community post to remind y'all,
Oh, good. I
just
already
so
put it on my
that you
calendar.
end the time. So
Galaxy, I'm about to give you a cookie if you don't stop. Come on, dude. Stop.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
It's over. Like, here's the thing about YouTube. Some people cannot let things go and
If
just
anyone has a wrench, feel free. If you, oh God.
times out. Because it's not going anywhere.
I keep reading the same thing from this person though. Now, so he bothers you and gets a cookie. I come up here on panel and talk with you late. I don't get a damn cookie. See, this is
Do you want a cookie? I
How
don't want
about
to
a
give you a
brownie?
cookie.
How
no.
about a brownie? You want a
No,
brownie?
I'm over it now. I'm not even hungry now. I'm so upset.
Aw,
Oh,
poor
it's
baby.
terrible.
Laura wants a chocolate chip one. Yeah, Galaxy, I'll even let you choose your cookie. What kind of cookie do you want? Oh, thank you, Sundancer.
My favorite are sugar cookies. I love
Sugar
them.
cookies?
I love sugar cookies.
Mine are Girl Scout Thin Mints. Oh my God, I
Oh,
love those.
my husband loves Girl Scout cookies. He loves them.
I don't buy them
Mhm.
anymore.
You don't? Why?
I can't support the Girl Scouts
Why?
Vigilant.
because they're shady entrepreneurs that make me feel guilty about buying actual food at the grocery store when they're outside going, last 20 boxes, do you want these? I'm like, you need to stop. Go
And if you
home.
don't,
And then
and
you
if
feel
you don't,
guilty
you
for
feel
saying no
like
to a kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
you feel like crap if you don't. But then
Molasses
our
cookies.
grandkids, our granddaughters, they sell them, so we buy them from them.
Carla, what are you doing, honey?
Why?
You're rubbing up on your mic or something.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
How about now?
You're good now. Or
Yeah.
tin roof.
I was
Oh.
getting nervous.
What?
So are we good, Scott? I mean,
Are you, what are you nervous about?
who, me?
Yeah.
You just said you're nervous.
Did I say that?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm scared I'll say the wrong thing. So, but
You don't want to give too much away.
I won't. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
So back to Carla's question. Are you good, Scott?
I'm
Are
always
you
good with
good?
it. Well, yes, I'm good with everyone actually. Yeah.
Good.
Unless my name's mentioned, I'm going to be going live ASAP.
But
Okay.
see, you mentioned my name and Behaven's name.
And then
No,
you
I don't
Last
graciously
even
one.
care.
invited me up here. And
No,
see,
no.
No,
You
no.
you are entitled to feel the way that you feel, and I just wanted to clear it up with you. You know, I don't want you to feel like a pawn at all, and
Nope.
I don't want you to think that I had the intention of making you a pawn in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely not. But again, I when you go live, I'm listening, but I'm just not participating in the chat. That's all.
Yeah, we just don't want to piss
Hey,
anybody off,
Wish.
yeah, I get it.
because it seems to trigger people. So, especially if we're talking to each other, and it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth triggering people.
I think people are triggered. They're very well. You've got them curious, I guess that part. I get not triggered, but some people are curious.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's bizarre that my mere existence triggers someone.
I I think that it's how do I want to say this?
Just say it.
I think that if it's not as built up as has been advertised, that we're going to all be disappointed. I, you know,
That
eh, and I'm being
listen,
funny.
I'm putting myself out there for a hell of a lot of criticism, and and it is not easy for me to do this because I am showing myself in a very vulnerable way, a way that I don't want people that I never intended for people to see me like at my lowest. completely vulnerable and broken. But I think what's behind all of this is what's important, because I never want anyone to get to the point that I got to,
Right.
and why and
And
how
that's
I got
very
to that
important.
point.
Yeah. Yeah. Very important. So,
So the for me to even do this and put myself out there like that wasn't an easy decision to make. And I'm not trying to start bullshit. I'm not trying to cause drama. It's just that what happened happened. And then even after my friendship ended, some more bullshit happened, and then some more bullshit happened. And then after being gone for a year and a half, and to have the anger level that I had, and calling me a snake and everything, it's like I I've made mistakes, but I don't deserve that. And
no.
I just I didn't have any intention of causing trouble or being in drama or any of that. And I can't even come and be in a chat without, like I said, Scott, I went through and I rewatched it and I looked at every word I said. And I was not being passive aggressive. I think that for whatever reason, they wanted to have a go at me and make it something it wasn't. And that's it. And they're entitled to feel the way that they feel about it. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. But I'm not going to sit back and be the bad guy when I know what happened in the dark. That's all. I'm saying too much.
Shit, don't say anymore.
Damn you.
I'm not saying anything. My mouth is closed.
No, I think for people who have an idea of what's, the history and everything else and what's been said, and I think people have their own ideas, and then people that don't know, I think it's kind of like any kind of hyped up thing
I'm not
where,
trying to hype up anything.
well, no,
I'm not.
hype doesn't always come from you. People can hype things up themselves. Like, ooh, this is gonna be
Oh,
juicy. We're
I
gonna
know.
hear.
I'm sure people are speculating behind the scenes. And like I said, I'm going to catch a lot of flack because of the way all of this came out. That's why I'm going to catch flack, not because of what
Guilty.
the not because of the content, but the way that it's going to come out. I'm going to catch flack for it, and I'm okay with that.
I get
I'm
it.
okay if she's okay. That's all. Because
Well,
we
I'm okay if I'm okay.
no, but we got over our issues, and we did have issues. So, and
Well, truth be told, everyone's had issues with everyone at some point. I
yeah,
mean, you
that's
know,
true. That's true.
Well, and people can feel however they want to feel about it. I'm not expecting. My intention is not to get people to dislike someone or to prove that how I feel is valid. It is what it is. And people can take from it whatever they want to take from it. That's all. It is very time consuming. That's why I said I hadn't I'm not good at this stuff, so I had no idea how much time this was going to take. And it's not time that I really want to invest on it, but I'm into it now, and now I got to finish what I started.
okay, okay. Now I'm clear. Okay, I get it. This isn't. This is going to be a video.
It's going to be a live premiere.
Okay, okay, okay. Good. The best of both worlds. I like those.
And I'm going to stand by her. Because sometimes, you need moral support. Having said that, I'm not saying anymore.
It's not me. It's really Phil calling me at like 3 in the morning. What are they doing? When? How?
What
Where?
the hell at 3 o'clock in the morning was he calling you?
Not really. No, I'm just kidding with him.
Carla.
See, I believe everything. I'm so dumb.
I mean, we have like been talking at 3 o'clock in the morning, but how we've been live at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. But no, it's fun. I like to throw him under the bus when I can.
Yeah, you go live for 6 hours. I
Sometimes 8.5 when I'm talking to the
I've done that once. And
religiously spastic. Yes, I've done that.
I was
And
so
Evelyn, having support is important, but I'm expecting the worst. So I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Well,
as long as you guys support me, I'll be fine.
I know you couldn't live without our support, right, Scott?
Yeah, let me check on that. Answer is yeah. Yep.
Well, I support you. I just
I'm here to help.
wanted to know why my name was mentioned. Because I've never started anything in your chat, ever. Have I? I said hello to
Are you
certain
calling me
people.
a beagle swish? How dare you? I'll be day drinking tomorrow. We're back to the beach tomorrow. You called me a beagle.
Jealous. She's going to the
Drinking
beach.
on the beach, cool.
Beagle. Apologize, Swishy. Apologize.
What did he say?
He wasn't calling you Beagle, by the way.
Who's he calling Beagle?
Character named Black Eagle.
Oh, I'm sorry, Swish. I thought you were referring to last week when I was day drinking. Sorry. See what assumptions do?
Did you put that pizza down for those birds to steal?
No, it wasn't even my pizza.
Oh, okay.
It was someone that was nearby, and they got up to go into the water, and then a seagull went down and started
swooped it up. Oh
yeah,
my God, that's
and then
so funny.
there were like, I don't know, 30, 40 seagulls just eating it all up. So I never did look over to see, and they discovered that their pizza was gone. But yeah, it was funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
Hey, just one last question before I go and totally redo my schedule for Saturday. Are we talking evening-ish? Are we talking like really early in the morning?
No, evening-ish.
Okay, Saturday evening. Okay. I'll try to get everything done before then. Evening-ish. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, thanks for coming up.
No problem.
Thank you for talking to me about this. Appreciate it.
I gotta go back and listen to the fawn story.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, nothing much to say about that.
Oh, Carla, by the way, while I have you here, real quick.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why is he gone?
He's messing with you.
Oh, he wants me to wonder.
Oh, God, Swish. You just... No filter.
Oh, Swish. Come on. Did someone time out that other Galaxy guy?
I think he finally... Well, I think he did get timed out, and I think he finally gave up.
Oh, it was getting annoying.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think I'm going to close down and go help my husband plant some plants.
Okay, don't forget the picture of the little fawn, and please let me know what happens to it, okay?
I will take my phone outside and do that right now. Bye, everybody. Thank you for the prayers for my little fawn. Cute little baby.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Love you, behaving.
Love you too, Carla. See y'all later. Bye.
Yep. Bye.